Alrighty, again, I'm looking at my painting here, so it's better than a wall. Anyway, so this is another vlog I wanted to talk about is if I could turn back time, not the whole Cher song, but if I could just go back in time with the knowledge I have today, what would I have done differently? Well, let's see. Prior to marrying my first husband, I did not really hang out with my sisters or brother at all. I had my own friends. And I don't recall running into narcissistic people in my life. I was never home. So I never really hung out with my parents either. I was always either at, the neighbors' kids or my neighbor friends. I was always at like 3, 4 different friends' homes. I was at somebody's. I was just never home. So my little kid in me guard automatically had me escape out of my homestead. So it's weird. Now all of a sudden I marry my first husband. He happens to be my brother's friend. So, therefore, I was hanging out with my brother, and my first husband's coworker was also going out with my sister. I know this whole thing is weird. Pseudo incestuous, I think, is what the narcissistic resistance said one time, which is probably very true. And since my sisters were very close and they lived together in an apartment together, they would hang out, So it was like one big happy family with my brother, my sisters, and then we all shared friends, unfortunately. So my ex is also a narcissist, which I didn't realize. I guess I attracted myself to that like a magnet. I just, it's all I knew, I guess. I don't know, or what I was around at home. So if I could turn back time and go back to the day that I started to date said first husband, my mind definitely would have said, hail to the no, stay away from these people and never hang out with your siblings. Just see them when you're home, spend the holidays if you have your own friends, keep to yourself. If I could have done that, I would have had a whole nother path in life that would have been a lot more happier instead of the memories I have today. Now, let's just say everything happened. I'm still in my head today. Let's rewind maybe 5 years ago. So all this crap already happened. But the thing is, since I didn't know much about narcissism, I'd always go back and forth. Is it my sisters or is it me? Am I just too sensitive? Am I the crazy one? So with that mindset, let's go back to that time of them playing their little games, sabotaging all that stuff. And one of the many holidays where my narc sister's husband, who's also one, would like to roast people during the holidays, dinner, make fun of you, do whatever. It's like a part of me should have said, what kind of crappy sister are you that you can't even be supportive? Like, who does that? I kind of wonder if I had said that, what kind of response they would have had. Would they just laugh it off? Would they have come with their good comebacks like they always do? Because typically you can't win an argument with these people, especially when you're outnumbered by them. So normally it would be them laughing at you, them making fun of you. It's always on their turf. It's always their house. They always hosted. It's funny how when they're on your turf, they're a little bit nicer. But they always wanted it on their turf. So, but it just, if I only had the kahunas to say that, just right when they're roasting me, and everyone thinks no one says anything as usual. And for me to just be like, what kind of crap sister are you that you would actually make fun of me? Like, what kind of support is there from you? What is your motive? I feel like, what kind of response would they say? I wish I had the guts to say that. The way we ended it, the way I've never talked to her again after that, was after that whole shenanigans with my other sister, and I knew she had everything to do with that. It was weird because I felt like she got jealous that me and my older sister actually hung out and had a good time without her there. And then boom, she had to sabotage it immediately. And it was like, God, you guys can't hang out without me there. It just seemed so timely that she had to do that. And she had sent me some, she sent me a text. It's a long story. I've already mentioned it in a previous old vlog. But I just kind of ignored her and just said, I'm going to hang out with my other side of the family, or in-laws. And I think never talked to her again. And she sent some email with everyone included saying I need therapy and blah, blah, blah. And I just let her say what she had to say, and I never responded back. So I really never got to tell her off. But a part of me thought, what's the point? It's not like they think they're in the wrong anyway. And I'm outnumbered by them, so they're just going to blow it off as I'm the crazy one. So, but yeah, I wish I would have, if I could have gone back, years ago, I would have never married my first husband, obviously, and would have never, ever shared friends with my family at all. Just had my own set, just like I did when I was younger. And I think my life would have been a lot better because I would have had my family, my own family, husband and kids, and we would have just had our own life and not have them a part of it at all, except for like a quick Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas or something, and called it a day and kept to myself. They didn't need to know my personal life. So anyway, so there you guys go, and thank you for listening. Bye.